How's everybody doing today? And thank you for taking some of your time out of your day to listen to me as I'm trying to get a community conversation going about a great abuse that's happening in our country, in our communities, everywhere. Okay? The title of this conversation is Expose the Bully. And today, I just gotten back from riding around, and I appreciate the response from people that I've been getting. I really appreciate the fact of knowing that this is a very heartfelt subject. It's very personal to men, and I've gotten nothing but support, and it encourages me. But I'm gonna let you know something. Even if I didn't have support, I would still be doing this because no, I have not been the victim to child support. No, I'm not mad because they did me something. Because like I told you, I'm a disabled vet. So they can't do me nothing. But I have sons. And if I don't try to hand them a better world than what was handed to me, then all this work that I've been doing to try and secure my seed and make sure that my children's children never have to beg at the white man's feet, well, it'll be all in vain because 2 or 3 generations down the road, I knew this was a stumbling block that one of them would have possibly faced. And instead of trying to do something to make it better in my day, to hand them a better world than what was handed to me, instead, I just kept it as status quo. So I'm not going to do that. I'm in the field, okay? I cannot be a coward. I refuse to be. I cannot be. Yes. Excuse me. This is scary. Yes, this is scary because, you know, I believe that the state makes a lot of money off this because there aren't many people that don't have children. And I believe that this is a great revenue generator that they feel like they have locked down, that it can't be approached, it can't be challenged because they have it too well masked, too well versed, you know, too well disguised. And it's been going on so long and ingrained into society so strong until the majority of people don't know the correct way it's supposed to be. And that's why you hear the majority of the things that I'm talking about is I'm talking about the natural order of things. And in the natural order of things, it is not man and man, woman and woman, all right? It's male, female, offspring. Okay, it's be fruitful and multiply. As long as I know I'm standing on the word, and as long as I know that I'm trying to do something to hand a better world to my children than what was handed to me, man, that's all the nuts I need. And I need everybody to understand that, okay? I don't need nobody trying to come at me, and nobody have, but I don't need nobody trying to come at me like, oh, this ain't never happened to you, so why are you bringing this issue? Like, you got yours, nigga, so shut your mouth. No, because like I just told you, just keep on visiting, generation after generation after generation. So I'm making a stand. I'm trying to start a movement. I'm trying to start shit. I'm trying to get it going because when you listen to men talk, there aren't many men that are satisfied with the way things are going as far as custody for the children, this child support shit and everything. Listen, I don't know everything. I don't have every case. I just know that this is a great injustice that's happening to fathers. And listen, black men, they say we can't unite. They feel like they have us so thrown in the wind that we can't come together on no cause except some bullshit when the police beat somebody. Okay? And they sensationalize it on the TV. Then they get to make us, well, not me, but they get to make people jump and dance and, you know, act monkey and tear up their communities. All right? You're going to see if they don't have ulterior motive, if this ain't filling the coffers, or they, you know, filling their little coffers, then it ain't going to be no horribleness that happened. But because this is such a revenue generator for the states. Now, I've been told several times, and I've looked for the research, but I've never been able to find it to substantiate it. So this here, what I'm about to say is only me repeating what I've heard in like barbershop talk, okay, where the federal government is incentivizing the states to put men on child support. So if anybody out there who's listening to this broadcast know if that's true or not, please leave a comment, share with us, because it's time for men to come together and start talking. They always telling us to be quiet, be quiet. It's time for us to talk, okay? I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it. If men were in charge of the boys, okay, a lot of this crime, a lot of this villainous that's going on would not be happening. Our inner cities would not be like they are. This is intentional, okay? And it's such low-hanging fruit, all right? There are professional men out there who, lawyers, all type of people, who know how to help me get a petition started, who know how to help get this organized so that we can petition the court and get fair custody when it comes down to our male children. We have a responsibility to keep our communities safe and keep our communities productive as men. And if we are allowing the law and the courts to remove us from our authority, from our responsibility, okay, then we are responsible for why our communities are derelict. We have to understand that. Now, this fight, this is going to be a long fight. This fight ain't about to be over overnight, because this is a fight where, understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this in such an aggravated, heated way that it becomes a conversation that the politicians are talking about and admitting that reform needs to happen. I need you ministers out there who knows that the father is supposed to be the shepherd of his flock to contact me, help me, okay? You leaders in the community, help me with this. This is not a one-man job. This is just an obsession of mine. I'm going to keep delivering hard-hitting speeches. I'm going to continue to bring nothing but common sense facts about this situation and how this is the ground zero for the majority of all of our problems here in America, okay? If we allow the men to be in charge of their sons, to receive the custodial rights to their sons, okay? If people can start to draw up contracts when they come together as a couple, agreeing and saying, hey, if we have children and it's a boy, if we do split up, the boy coming with me. Y'all sign it, notarize it, get it legalized, however it need to be, so that it's a legal and binding document. That way, when Mad Day roll around, the child won't be used as a weapon. You know, this is low-hanging fruit, all right? We are, as black fathers, are filling up the penitentiary by, in the state correctional facilities, by not fighting for our rights as fathers, okay? We are allowing our cities and everything to be unsafe because we don't want to fight the state to get custody of our children. Ladies, none of this will work if we don't have your support. Now, I know it's going to be a lot of ladies out there who all they know and all they're interested in is, this is my child. If that's how you feel, this is not for you. But if you are wise enough to know that it took two of y'all to lay down and make that baby, and it's going to take two people to make a well-rounded person, then you understand that a man can't turn a girl into a lady the same way that a lady can't turn a boy into a man. Then please join forces with me. Help me. Start a petition. Get people signing it. Post it online. Let's get to talking. Leave, like, share, and comment. Leave a comment in the comment section in here. If I see that someone has left me a comment, I will respond back to you. Now listen, I'm not going to stop fighting for this because this is an injustice that's happening to fathers. I don't need nobody's permission to speak out about the injustice that's happening to fathers. Just because this ain't happening to me where they putting me in jail and taking my money and doing me all these things, don't mean that I don't have a dog in this fight. Because I'm a black man, and anything that's possible to happen to a black man is possible to happen to me. Don't think when you saw what happened to Rodney King that, oh, that's just him. Because if you do, they got a host of others since him to tell you, no, that ain't just him. All right? So look, anybody who trying to be fair, recognize that this is the problem in our community. Not drugs, not alcohol, none of that false stuff they trying to put up. The crime, all of that, it's not the major problem. It's the broken family structure that's the major problem. Because if you have a family that's together, living in their home, in the evening time, they playing Monopoly. They playing Scrabble. They having talent concerts. They're in the backyard playing volleyball. You know, they playing with the dog. They doing family-orientated things. Okay? Then crime is not running up. Because the young boys that would be running the streets and doing all type of things, they inside with their fathers, enjoying themselves. I asked a couple of men today, I said, do you think if you told your 15, 16-year-old son, you're going to do this or you're going to do that, that they would listen to you, or they would feel like, I ain't got to do what he say. You know what I'm saying? I can handle myself. And all the men knew that they would beat that boy up. So they all gave me that look like, shit, Gil, you know what time it is. All right? Because men don't play with boys. Men don't play with boys. It'll be a lot of lawn service dudes that'll be out of business because fathers make their sons cut the grass. Fathers have their sons washing the cars. That's the way boys learn how to drive. That's why they wouldn't be out here stealing cars like they're doing in New Orleans, carjacking people. Because I remember my daddy would have me to wash the car and stuff. Then after I washed the car, he'd let me take the car around the corner to the gas station. And I just couldn't put my foot on the gas. I just had to keep my foot over the brake and not let the car go over 10 miles an hour because I was just starting out. First it was 5 miles an hour, then it was 10. But this is what fathers do. You know, you better believe ain't no daddy gonna be in the house and the boy got AK-47s and Dracos and all kind of stuff up in the house and the daddy don't have a clue about it. Men don't live like that. We don't do that. You understand? So, listen. You've heard me say it before. If you intentionally break something, then you're going to get those results. They have intentionally broken the family structure. Now they're trying to confuse and mix it up and do mama, mama, daddy, daddy. Anything to just keep distractions going on so that they can always be the one to have to offer the solutions. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. If daddies was in charge of their sons, a lot of these boys would not be locked up. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. If daddies was in charge of their sons, a lot of these teenage pregnancies would not be happening. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. The natural order of things is for fathers to have their sons. We need to join forces together